Hello and welcome to our weekly insights with me, Omar Hamid. Before we start, let's first of all get our headlines. National Council for Children's Services (NCCS) leads Kenya in marking the Day of the African Child. National Assembly asked to pass Children's Bill. Man arrested for defiling two underage daughters. Body parts of missing girl found in Kajiado. Thank you so much and welcome. The Day of the African Child is celebrated every year on June 16th to commemorate the 16th June 1976 students' uprising in Soweto, South Africa to protest poor quality education for the black student. DAC was initiated in 1991 by the Organization of African Union, OAU, current AU. This year, DAC was marked under the theme 30 years after the adoption of the Charter, accelerate implementation of Agenda 2040 for an Africa fit for children. National Council for Children's Services (NCCS) led Kenya in marking the day. The event was marked by addressing barriers African children face in order to receive quality education. The Cabinet Secretary for Labor and Social Protection, Simon Chelugui, has appealed to the members of the National Assembly to enact the Children's Bill 2021, which is before the National Assembly. Chelugui said the law seeks to operationalize the provisions of the Constitution on child rights and to address challenges necessitated by changes in the social, economic, political, and technological environments of children. He also said that the government will ensure that children are protected from all forms of violence, abuse, exploitation, and neglect, as well as ensure that children court cases are handled with dignity, fairness, and are timely. The CS, who was speaking during the national commemoration of the Day of the African Child at the Radisson Blu Hotel, said the government has allocated funds for social protection programs to cushion children from the effects of extreme poverty and other vulnerabilities. Now on to some sad story. A 49-year-old man was on Thursday, June 17th, arrested for allegedly defiling his two underage daughters in Elgeyo Marakwet County. Luca Ruto alias Cherambach, suspected to have defiled his two daughters aged 4 and 6, was nabbed by officers from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI. Ruto is believed to have committed the heinous act while living alone with the minors after he and their mother separated. According to DCI, a PP1 teacher at the local school where the girls attended noticed something unusual in how the 6-year-old was behaving. The minor experienced difficulties in walking and was often crying. Attempts by the teacher to get more information from the little girl turned fertile. When the teacher reportedly summoned her younger sister, who is a pupil at the same school, she was also undergoing pain and difficulty in walking. Medical examination at E10 County Referral Hospital confirmed that the two minors had been defiled. Now on to some other story. Makueni Sub-County Children Officer Rasto Omolo has cautioned residents of a failure to report incest cases committed against children. Omolo said majority of the incest cases go unreported and are resolved at home instead of reporting the perpetrators for prosecution. The children officer urged the residents to report the perpetrators of such acts to the relevant authorities for prosecution and stop them from molesting children. Speaking at the Mavindini Market in Kathonzweni Sub-County during the celebration to mark the Day of the African Child, the children officer also asked parents to immediately report cases of defilements. According to a report by the National Crime Research Center 2020, there was a 205.6 increase in the total number of cases of violations of children's rights between 2017 and 2019. The report indicates that defilement, child neglect, child custody, and child abandonment are the most common forms of violence facing children in Kenya. Commission Chairperson Dr. Joyce M. Mutinda says a national consultative meeting convened by the Commission in July 2020 found that pressures from COVID-19 containment measures contributed to an increase in the number of children forced to engage in labor and support their families. She urged Parliament to protect and safeguard the rights and welfare of children by passing the necessary legislation as soon as possible. Now on to our final story. A family in Olema village, Maili Tisa in Kajiado County has been thrown into mourning after the remains of their 11-year-old daughter, who went missing 2 months ago, was discovered in a thicket a few kilometers from her home. Priscilla Nasserian, a grade 4 pupil, went missing on April 14th. While on her way back home after visiting her grandmother. The girl's uncle, David Tureno, who was harvesting honey on Sunday evening, stumbled upon a basket which Nasserian was carrying when she left her grandmother's house, hidden inside a thicket. Villagers have helped search for her everywhere, with a search team even traveling to neighboring country of Tanzania to look for her. The remains were taken to Kajiado County Referral Hospital by officers from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI. That's all we had for you today, but for more information, do find us at our social media platforms at Mtoto News, or visit our website at www.mtotonews.com. My name is Omar Ahmed.